Goddard-Fenwick. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. What a beautiful, sunny afternoon it is, isn't it? We'd like to welcome you, please, to the displays of the Moto Equestrian combined horse and motorcycle display team. This is the only combined horse and motorcycle display team in the United Kingdom, and as far as we know, in the world. The team are led around the arena for you now by Ron Creasy driving the carriage. We then have 4 motorcyclists. They are Steve, John, Nigel and Bubs. And then we have our 3 horse riders, Moran, who's the joint team leader on the spotted horse fair, Joelle and Michaela. Let's have a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for the Moto Equestrian display team. Now then, they've made themselves known to you. They're going to do something now which they call the carriage crossovers. Now that carriage weighs about a ton. There's no way it can be stopped. You're going to see a pair of motorcyclists followed by another pair of motorcyclists followed by 2 horses leading head on and perform a crossover right in front of the carriage. Now you can imagine if one of those riders fell, there is no way that that carriage could be stopped quickly. There's a lot of precision, a lot of timing, a lot of skill and courage goes into an item of that sort. They're going to do it again for you now. The carriage is coming round, the bikes are ready, and they're going to whip across right in front of the carriage there. There we go. Bikes and horses. You can probably see we've got a little bit of a problem over in the pits here. The horses put up with all these noisy motorbikes, so when it comes to things like fairgrounds and balloons and so on, well, that's a slightly different matter. Now then, the carriage is going to come in and it's going to park up next to me, and we're going to get 3 motorcyclists to go out on one machine doing a little thing which we call the Cossack. And you'll see they've got a horse escort for this item as they go around the arena. Here are our Cossack riders, and you'll see why we call them Cossacks when you look at the 2 on either side of the machine. Just jostling for position now. They're near enough down, 1 lad up on the top, and there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. A round of applause, please, for the Cossack riders. The horse leading that around the arena is Minstrel. He's an Appaloosa, which is a breed which comes from North America. The 2 horses drawing the carriage are a pair of purebred Fjord horses. And the other 2 horses, one is a Fjord crossed with a Thoroughbred, the other is a Fjord crossed with a Hanovarian. So there you are, the horsey people amongst you now know what it is. And into the pits come our Cossacks. Straight away they're going to do a quick swap over, machine to machine, and 2 of them are going to go out and do a little item which we call the wheelbarrow. Now I gather there's some wheelbarrow races here later this afternoon, so maybe this could be a possible entry, and maybe even a possible winner. Let's have a look at our wheelbarrow now as it goes around the arena. Heck of a lot of weight on the front of that machine. You'll notice we use a road machine for this item. Most of our machines are off-road, so we thought it was a bit of an oldie to just rig up one machine in a slightly different way and use it for off-road use like this. So come on, a round of applause for those 2 guys doing the wheelbarrow as they come around the arena on a very heavy machine. Well, time now to bring the carriage back into things. Ron Creasy sitting up there looking to see when the motorcyclists are ready. We're going to try a little bit of formation riding now. We're going to try and get a link up between 2 of the motorcycles. And the people riding those motorcycles, as you'll see, have got people sitting on their shoulders. The carriage is ready. The machines are going to come up either side of the carriage, and they're going to attempt to link up with the carriage as the whole thing goes around the arena. If you look at this, it's not as easy as it might seem, but as those of you who know about motorbikes will know that the guy on the inside of the circle here hasn't got his hands on his throttle, so he can't control the speed, so everything else has to be controlled to the speed of that inside motorcycle. And believe me, that's not easy. Driving horses and getting them to go at a very precise speed is extremely difficult. You can see there they pull away from the motorcycle just a little bit. He had to put his hand back on, open up the throttle a little bit. Ron Creasy is not a regular driver in the team. He's a local gentleman, and he does, whenever we're in this area, come and join in with our displays for us. He's had 40 years' experience of driving horses, a very experienced carriage driving man. So there we are. A round of applause, please, for the carriage group. And, of course, for Mr. Creasy, who's kindly come out and joined us for the day. Well, now we're going to leave the carriage out of things as we go into a little bit more precision riding. This time we're going to do something which we call a week. Now, lots of you boys boys and girls here who've done cycle proficiency tests will, I'm sure, have weaved your bicycles in and out of pollards. We're doing a bit differently. We've got motorbikes instead of bicycles, so we're going to weave them in and out of a moving line of horses. A real test this of the courage of the horses, and I would like to give just a word of warning to all of you. Please, when you're on the road, don't expect the horses that you see to behave quite like these ones. They've been specially trained, they know exactly where the machines are coming from, and they know exactly what the machines are going to do. So they're not taken by surprise. But the horses you see on the road could well be surprised if you come up too close to them. So don't take our example and think that horses are completely safe when you see them. There we are, we've got the machines weaving in and out of the horses as they come around the arena, and the horses, you can see, taking not a blind bit of notice. Calls also for a lot of precision, of course, on behalf of the motorcyclists as well as the riders of the horses. They have to be in the right place at the right time, and particularly that heavy bike that was on the end. Let's pull down for this next item, because if you watch this on the spotted board, you'll see her give a signal. And when she does, each of the bikes will zoom across behind one of the horses. Again, a test of the trust that the horses have in the people riding them. You can see again that those horses perfectly relaxed, perfectly calm, despite that considerable noise from those machines as they zoom across them. There's Minstrel getting all excited. He knows what the next bit is, and for some funny reason, he really likes the next bit. He can't wait to break away from this formation and get on with it. There he goes. Look at him go towards the middle. He's a real crack, he is. Now, why he should like this, I don't know, because there we are, we're getting a circle of horses going around that jump ramp in the middle of the arena there, and forming up outside them a circle of those very noisy motorcycles, hemming the horses in and beating them head on. And again, you'll see that the horses totally unconcerned by what's going on. Well, they're going to get a signal from Lynn in a second or two, and when they do, you'll see that two of the horses will go up onto the flint either side of the jump ramp. We're going to do some motorcycle jumps for you now. I know I keep going on about these horses and how they put up with everything, but I would like you to watch the horses as these jumps go on, because they're just going to stand there despite the noisy machine roaring up the ramp between them. Now, the first of our jumps, Steve lined up in the corner there, is over one motorcycle, but we're going to build this up a little bit as we go on. He's going to just get the measure of things. There he goes. And a lovely rear wheel landing. That's what we always aim for. We try and get a rear wheel landing. And the second of our riders coming in front of the ramp, parking his bike, making sure it's properly placed. That's Bubs. He's the youngest member of the team. Steve's all lined up, a signal from Lynn, and here we go for a jump over two motorcycles this time. Oh, that was nearly a belly flop. He didn't get a lot of speed that time. And that's going to frighten those guys out in the middle there. Taking the bigger bike out there now. Lining that one up as well. Who's now got three bikes for Steve to go over. And this is the point at which they're really going to be watching where he lands. You'll see why. If he makes a mess up of this one, they're going to be very worried lads. There's the signal from Lynn. Here comes Steve out of the corner, revving it up as much as he reasonably can. Got a very small arena and landing on his back wheel. Now they've watched where he's landed. They're going to put their lives on the line now. They're lying down there. I don't know too much. That guy on the end is just about where Steve's back wheel ended up. So if Steve doesn't get enough rest here, we're in trouble. If he has any trouble, if he misses a gear, he has got to pull out. He can't hit the horses. He's committed to going up that ramp. And here he goes. Hold right. Oh, miles of room. Come on then, a round of applause, especially for those people lying on the ground underneath that motorcycle. And of course for Steve. There they are. They've got the bikes moving. They're going to pull them out of the centre. And we're going to get one of our lads now to demonstrate a little item. It's a bit of a speciality of his own. He's got some special footrests mounted under the tank of the machine there. He's going to stand up on those. He's going to go round the arena and balance that bike just by shifting his weight from side to side. There he is. Give him a round of applause as he comes past you. Difficult feat of balancing. He's got to make sure the revs are absolutely right on the machine. The throttle has to be set at just the speed that will get him around the arena without him going too fast and running out of space, or going too slow and wobbling and falling off. He's making a meal of it. He's taking his time as he goes round. But here he comes, he's coming into the pits now. This is our handlebar stand rider. Now what's he doing? Oh, he's going to attempt, he is a show-off, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to attempt to link up with two of the horses doing the same thing. We've got to stop him doing this. Have we got anyone there who can give us a bit of a hand to get out and stop that nutcase showing off too much in there? That's it. We've got our Bobby here. He's out there. He's just going to stop them. We've got to get that rider out of the way. You've gone the wrong way, Bobby. Come on, chase after them. See if you can catch them. See if you can catch them up. Come on, let's see you. Run fast after them. Come on, chase him. No, now what's happened? Oh dear. We are in trouble, ladies and gentlemen. We've knocked out a policeman in the arena here. I think, come on, lads, can we have a couple of you to give a bit of a hand? He looks as though he's unconscious out here, and that's a bit of a worry. I'll just get out and have a little bit of a look myself. Oh, dear. Are you all right? Yeah, come on, lads, we need the stretcher, I think. Are you okay? Oh, his blue light's flashing. That's your flasher match you've got on, is he, young man? Yes. Is he breathing? Breathing? See if you can resuscitate him a little bit. That, oh, good God, not with a fire extinguisher. A couple of brandy or whiskey. Oh, what's the thinking? That's a policeman. Look, lads, get him on the stretcher. It's supposed to be safe, poor little chap. Get him on the stretcher and let's cart him out of the arena. Because we've got to get on with this back. Be careful with him. He is a policeman and we've got to be very careful with policemen. There's all sorts of boys and girls here. They're going to be horrified to see what you've done to a policeman. That's it. Lift him up and let's carry him out of the arena. Come on, follow me. But that is the wrong stretcher, isn't it? Look, there's a bit of a board underneath the jump ramp there. Just put the board across the stretcher, pile him on it, and then just follow me out of the arena, and then I'll go and tell the others what they've got to do next, okay? So we can get on with the act. That's it. Plonk him on the board, cart him out. Sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen. It shouldn't happen, really, but you know how it is. Things do go wrong sometimes, don't they? It would have to happen to a police. Right, come on, lads. Let's have him out of the arena as quickly as we can, and we can get on with this. Now what's happening? Hey, come on. Let's have that motorbike out of the way. I'm not sure what's going on here, ladies and gentlemen. There seems to be a bit of a conversation there. I'm really not sure exactly what's happening here. We do want to get on with this display, gentlemen. What are you doing? They seem to be tipping him out. So we'll just have to watch and... Oh, no! No, you're not going to do that! You're not! Please! Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what to say about this. For a long time I've been asking the lads to try a little stunt, jumping a motorcycle, up a ramp, resting on somebody lying in the arena, and nobody's wanted to volunteer. It now looks as though we have an unwilling volunteer there. Our poor unconscious Bobby is lying in the arena. That's the heaviest motorbike we've got. All I can do, ladies and gentlemen, is just say and pray, please, that he doesn't get hurt. Here we go. Let's just see what's going to happen. Oh no, all that weight over the top of it. Now come on, let's get him out of the arena, Judge. Please, lads, come on, let's have him out of the way. What's that big grin on your face? Oh, not two. Oh no, they're going to do it with two. Oh, thank goodness, the policeman's all right. He's up. We're all right, ladies and gentlemen. What's he doing? They are determined. They are going to do a two-person jump on the heaviest motorbike we've got over that poor, unfortunate, unconscious policeman lying there in the arena. I'm sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen. There is a tremendous weight on that bike. Please pray for him. We know what a noble lot our police force are. We shouldn't do this. Oh, God, I'll bet that hurt. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, give our policeman a big round of applause. He really deserves it. There was a tremendous weight over his chest there. And I think really the riders ought to give him a big hand as well. Come on, riders, let's see you give him a big hand. Not exactly what I meant, but never mind. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit of foolishness there. But we're going to get on now with something a little bit more serious, because we're going to bring one of our horses into the arena, and she's a little bit special. Let me tell you that about 30 years ago, the very first defined horse and motorcycle display team was that of the Royal Corps of Signals, now known as the White Helmet Motorcycle Display Team. And they had a horse that was considered pretty exceptional, because it would jump a moving pole suspended between two motorcycles. Well, we heard about this, and we thought, well, that can't be too difficult. And we tried it and tried it and tried it. And of the 20-odd horses that we have, this is the one and only horse we found that can jump that moving pole. Just watch this, ladies and gentlemen. The bikes are going at a fair speed. The pole's not terribly high, I agree, but just watch this. Here she goes. Whoa! She flipped it on the way. She'll have another go at it. We tried it, ladies and gentlemen, as humans with just 2 legs. She's got to get 4 over there. Let's watch her again as she comes round. Here she comes. Speeding up and way. She's clear that time. Come on then, let's have a round of applause for Sapphire at the moving pole jump. Well done, Sapphire. Well, now we'll come back to a little bit of motorcycle action again. We've got one of the lads going to come out and do a gilly in the arena. That's not exactly a sound. That's just the name for the position that he's adopting on the motorcycle there. We are. That's what they call a gilly. And as you can see, complete with escort as he goes around the arena. While he's doing that, we're getting things set up over here for another item with the carriage. But there's Steve doing the jimmy in the arena. Said he's always wanted to do a jimmy in public. Well, he's had his chance now, hasn't he? That's it. Well done. Well, now over here in the corner, in the area that we call the pit, we're coming back into the action with the carriage again. Those of you who see this corner, shoulders, alternatively he slows down too much, they're likely to run into the bars and into themselves. Come on now, stand up there, he's not the hole he's jumped off. Never mind, he'll jump back on again. As I said, it's a lot more difficult than it might look. Unfortunately, the carriage has stopped, that makes it more difficult for him. But if the carriage keeps going, that's it, he'll get back up there. Ron, as I said, doesn't drive the carriage regularly with us, he wasn't quite sure what to do there. Come on now, let's get you standing up there, give everybody a wave. Come on, wave to everyone, and they'll wave back. Well done, we've managed it. There's the parallel bars. And he's staying there this time to the thicker end. All right, well, not content with trying to balance on a pair of parallel bars. That same rider now is going to stumble over with the chap who's with him. They're going to get onto that motorbike to which we have fitted a ladder. And we're going to see just what they can do with the ladder now. Again, it's that considerably heavier road machine that they're using. It's started up ready for them. Of course, it's much heavier now with the weight of that ladder up above it, and heavier still once we have somebody on the ladder. So tremendous strain on the chap riding the bike there, but come on, wave back, folks. It's a lovely sunny afternoon. That car on the top's waving to you. Why don't you wave to him? Showing you you're happy, you're enjoying yourselves. It's a terrific show, and it really is a terrific show. Come on, be happy, wave back, give him a cheer, blow him a kiss, say anything. Here he comes. Give him the encouragement that he needs for what he's going to try next, and he needs plenty. Here we go. I can't do this, ladies and gentlemen, even on the ground, let alone on top of a ladder, mounted on a motorcycle, bouncing around the arena here, bumping up and down. Oh, the mind boggles. All the blood's rushing to his head. You can see how red it is. There he is, an upside down, a shoulder stand, on a ladder, mounted on a motorcycle. And in he comes to the pit. Now there's 2 more machines wound up there. Their engines are running. Our 2 ladder riders are going to jump on these ladders' shoulders. And we're going to attempt a little bit more of this formation riding. We're going to see if we can control 2 horses, 2 motorcycles in perfect harmony and perfect synchronization. See if we can get a formation as the whole thing goes around the arena. This is what we call the square 4 formation. There they are, all hands joined up, everything going at exactly the same speed. Horse riders riding one-handed but keeping absolutely alongside those machines. The machines themselves going steadily around the arena. No problems at all. Absolute precision of riding there, ladies and gentlemen. You wouldn't believe how difficult that is. particularly for the guys on the bikes who are supporting all that weight on their shoulders, and the girls who are taking all the strain on just one rein on their horses. There we are, the square four formation. We're going to speed things up a little bit now. Those of you who've any sort of interest in history will know that hundreds of years ago, we didn't have tanks and jeeps and all that sort of thing in the army. We used to have horses instead, and those horses had to be extremely brave and prepared to charge into battle no matter what they were expected to face. It might be gunfire, it might be bows and arrows, it might be anything. Today we haven't got gunfire or anything like that, but we have some noisy motorcycles. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the cavalry charge, and we've got one bike left behind. Never mind. Those horses, as you saw, went straight at those noisy motorbikes, even though they weren't in proper formation. They went straight through between the bikes without batting an eyelid. Absolute, complete trust in their riders. Just watch it as they do it again, ladies and gentlemen. Head forward, straight forward into those noisy machines. Here they go, the cavalry charge. Look at that. They didn't falter one little bit. Just as a matter of interest, we know from the practice bikes that the head-on combined speed in the middle of the arena there is something between 40 and 50 miles an hour. Hard to believe that it is a fact. We move on now to another of our photo items. This time, one of our gentlemen is going to do what's called eagle. Now, the eagle is a difficult bit of balancing. He's on one side of his machine, as you can see. He's going to get his drop set. There he is. He's got his hands off. The machine set at just the right speed to go around the arena, and he balances it by shifting his backside backwards and forwards over the saddle. You might see it. He's close enough to you. Round and round the arena he'll go. We'll be interested to see just how far he can keep it going at that speed. It's a little bit slower than I personally would have set it. It makes it that much more difficult for him. You can see the concentration on his face. He's really concentrating. You can hear the revs changing a little bit on the machine. He's giving everybody a wave as well, just to show that he's cheerful, really, even though he looks serious. There he is. Why don't some of you wave back to him? Come on. That's what we call the eagle. Just imagine trying to stand on the side of a motorbike like that and balancing with your weight in that way. There we are. He's going to bring that back into the side of the arena now. And as you've seen, while he was doing that, we put a fire structure out there. Now, you might expect, since we have motorcycles, that you're going to see motorcycles go through that fire. Not a bit. You're going to see a most exceptional sport. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when that fire's lit, there'll be considerable flame, intense heat. This horse is going to do something that's totally unnatural to horses. I hope, ladies and gentlemen, that when she goes through those flames, you'll all give her a tremendous round of applause. This horse is now going to place exceptional trust in her rider to guide her safely through those flames. You can see those flames now, ladies and gentlemen. They are big, they are intense. Everybody knows that horses are terrified of fire. This horse is going to trust her rider implicitly. Watch this, ladies and gentlemen. She comes round, she's heading for the flames. Be ready. Come on, a big round of applause, please, for a very brave horse. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That horse really does deserve that. Total trust in a rider, totally unconcerned. She comes into the pits here, completely relaxed because she knows that her rider will have taken her safely through those flames. Well, now we think she's an exceptional horse, and I think those of you who've been to horse shows or dog shows know that exceptional horses or dogs are awarded rosettes. We have our own way here, on a motorcycle, of awarding a rosette to Sapphire and the other horses in the motorcycle display. There you are, ladies and gentlemen, on the bike, the rosette formation, the team's tribute to the horses in the Moto Equestrian display team. Well, now we have a little bit of trouble. We've got to get rid of those flames in the centre of the arena because we want to get on and do some quite spectacular things for you by way of crossovers in order to finish off our act. We've got to be sure that every single flame is doused in the centre of that arena because the horses and the bikes will be coming across the arena at a heck of a lick, and if one horse was to shy and a little bit of flame still burning there, then we'd have a terrible accident. So we're just going to make sure there's no burning grass whatsoever. We're going to get the fire jump out of the way. I don't think we're going to need the fire extinguisher, but it's better that we make absolutely sure. And just for fun, we've got a novel way, ladies and gentlemen, of getting the bucket back out of the arena. Now, for this particular item, I'm going to need a little bit of your help. So I'm just going to ask the lads to wait here a second. Now, what's going to happen with this bucket is that we're going to empty the water out of it. I'm afraid that water is not going to get tipped in the arena because that makes it a bit slippery. So it's going to come out of the arena, so you need to watch out it's in the other side. The other thing is that when all the water's out of that bucket is going to get tipped over this lad's head. He's going to be totally blindfolded. He won't know where he's going. So we need a lot of help from you, ladies and gentlemen. When that bucket goes over his head, particularly the boys and girls, we want you to shout and scream as loud as you possibly can, so he knows where you are. Okay, come on then, lads. Let's empty the bucket. And remember, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, please shout, clap, cheer, make as much noise as you possibly can when that bucket goes over his head, because that's the only way he'll know where the edge of the arena is. We have got somebody on the back of the machine just in case it goes wrong. We hope it won't. We don't want any accidents. We'd like to see it go all the way round without any help from the chap on the back. And we can only do that if you really make a lot of noise yourself. Have we got rid of all the water? I wonder who's got it all. I hope I don't get it all. No, there, the bucket's empty. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Shout, scream, make a lot of noise. Come on. Let's hear you. Scream your heads off. Clap. Do anything. Come on, let's have some noise. He doesn't know where you are. He's coming down the middle. So, well, I don't know whether he heard you. I don't think he did hear you, ladies and gentlemen, so he had to stay right in the middle there. But let's have a round of applause for the blind rider. Right, well, now we're going to speed things up a bit. We're going to do a series of crossovers, and this is where all the riders have to exercise all their skill and judgment and timing, and again where the horses have to put a heck of a lot of trust in their riders. We're going to start off with what we call the single crossovers. That's a single line of horses and motorcycles. They're going to do it again. They take it a little bit gently to start with, just to get the measure of the arena. Be sure that everything's spaced out. It should be. Here they come again. 1, 2, and 3 again. All safely through. Well, now they're going to make it a little bit more complicated. They're going to do what we call pairs crossovers. And you'll see that each of 3 corners of the arena, which will have a pair of riders, one on horseback, one on machine, and so they're going to do a crossover in the centre now from 3 different directions. Just imagine what these horses must be thinking. They've got to trust their riders. Here they go, the pairs crossover. And just look how close they get in the middle. Look at that. Almost on each other's heels. Well, they're going to do that one again. Let's see if they get as close this time. As I said, absolute trust of the horses in their riders. Make sure they're at the right place at the right time. Here they come again. Look at that. Really right on top of each other. Perfection of timing. Let's have a big round of applause for that one, ladies and gentlemen. Well, now they're going to make it even more difficult. They've done it from 2 directions. They've done it from 3. So now, how about from 6 directions? Here we go with the Star Point crossover. There we go. Right in the middle and all crossing over, all just hitting each other as they go through. And once more for the boys, they'll do that one again. Imagine those horses, they must wonder just where they're going to be asked to go. Here they go, they're getting in there, the bikes are right on top of each other, they're straight through, the horses right on their tails, and they're through again. Right, once more into the middle. They're stopping in the middle, ladies and gentlemen, because they want to wave bye-bye to you. We'd like you to give a fun farewell. Lots of applause, please, for the riders, particularly the horses, of the Moto Equestrian display team. Leading the team out of the arena is Lynn on the spotted horse, followed by Steve, followed by Michaela on Sapphire. Then we have John, then Joelle on Hannah, then Nigel, Bubs, the youngest member of the team, and right at the very end, Ron there with the carriage, and he's undoubtedly the oldest member of the team today. And I hope he won't mind me saying so. Well done, Ron. Thanks very much indeed for joining us today. Terrific to see you out driving around like this with us. Come on, a big wave for them, ladies and gentlemen. The Moto Equestrian display team. Any of you like to talk to the riders or have a look at the horses, you're quite welcome to come over as soon as the team has left the arena.
ladies and gentlemen, what a super display. Let's have another big round of applause, please, for John and his team. I think you must agree it was an absolutely superb display. You may also be interested to know that the two ponies that are pulling the carriage at the end of the show